Monday the 1st of July. 1st of July. My birthday month, where I'm going to be a grand old age of 50. 50. My God. Anyway, I'm already starting to fill up my car again to go down the tip. I'm on my way to the doctor's with the intention of getting my mother's tablets, so hopefully they're going to be there. Because I'm surprised she hasn't actually rung me yet to say I haven't got any tablets. That's what she usually does, but she's run out, and I know they were there Friday. So I'm going to get them, then go into my mum's. I think she wanted a bath or a shower. If she's dressed, then I'll do it tomorrow. If she's not dressed, then I've got that to do. Then I'm waiting for a parcel. I need to nip to Tesco, but I am going to be mean and sneak out because I literally want potatoes and Coke. So there won't be a shopping haul because there won't be enough. Try not to spend too much longer. So I've got to kit out Dexter for his prom this week. Knowing me, I'll leave it last minute. Yeah, so I just want literally potatoes and Coke. So I don't want to get my mother in the car, out the car, in a wheelchair, just to go in and get Coke and potatoes. So, I might have a look on there. Oh gosh, Cookadoo, for my Thermo mix, and I might make something for our pudding, because we do like a pudding. Can you tell? We do like a pudding in our house. Well, Warren not so much, but the kids do. They always fancy a pudding. So I might have a look on there. I've got quite a lot of ingredients in the house to do stuff. I've got some cooking apples to use. I think I've got either 3 or 4 big cooking apples. So I may make a crumble. My mother likes a crumble, you know. Right, it's 9 o'clock. I'm going in to get tablets. Tablets got... Can't see getting out of here. It's easy to get my mother's tablets from her doctor's because it's all flat. I haven't got to go up any big steps or anything. Oh, too many cars. I need to save a few calories today for my chicken, for my dinner. I can't remember what it's called. I picked it up. It's Tesco Finest Bargy chicken or something. It's got like a flavoured Indian sort of inspired flavoured coating on it. That's why I thought I would do like Bombay potatoes, and then I would do some salad, which is a bit random to have with that, but I don't know. Or I could do Bombay potatoes and rice. I know that's both carbs, but we shall see. We shall see. Right. Oh, and I need to ring the doctors about Dexter. Dexter was born with talipes, which is, I think, the more modern name for a clubfoot. And so was Mackenzie. Mackenzie's was on the left and Dexter's was on the right. Mackenzie had an operation not that long ago because he had one leg longer than the other. I made my children very well, as you can hear, and his legs are now good. They're both the same length, other than the tiniest little fraction. Well, this morning Dexter put on really tight joggers, and I was like, you can't wear them. And he went, look at my leg. And his legs, he's quite not neat looking. Especially his, I think it was his left leg, like knocks out. And my sister's boy had an operation because he had the same problem where they put, I don't know what they do, but Mackenzie didn't have this. He had the leg lengthening, but they put like an invisible clip inside your knee somewhere, and while they're still growing, which Dexter is because he's only 11, it'll guide his leg to grow straighter. I mean, it's not bad, but it could get worse. So I think I'm going to make an appointment with doctors, see if they'll refer me or refer Dexter to Miss Tong, who is the lady who operated on Mackenzie, to see whether they can straighten his leg for him, so as an adult he's not going to have problems with his leg. Because we all want decent legs, don't we? And I'm far from having anything near a decent leg. Even with my new knees, if I ever get them, I don't think my legs will be trouble-free. And the more I think about it, obviously I've got to lose weight before they do my knees. But if I'm still looking after my mother, how the hell can I get my knees done and be out of action? It's like I've got to wait. I know you can get in carers and all that malarkey, but I feel like I've got to wait until the inevitable happens to then carry on with my own life and just hobble around till then. But we shall see. Got my mother's drugs. Double base cream. I never ordered that and they put that in. She puts double base cream on her leg. Legs are. Right, I'm going in. Don't know what I'm going into, but I'm going in. Right, guys, my mother was fine. That's a good thing. If she's fine in the morning, then my day goes better. So she was fine. I've just looked on Cookadoo and I'm going to make this. I've obviously done this to show you the picture. I can't remember what it says. Aloo gobi or something, I think it is. Because my burgers, not burgers, they're like a chicken fillet burgery thing. I'll show you them when I cook them. They've got like an Indian theme to them. So I'm going to do like Indian-ish dinner. So I'm going to make that in my Thermomix. I shall show you making it today, so you can actually see what the Thermomix does. Now, I think making that for the kids is going to be a waste, so my mother wouldn't eat it. So I'm going to do that for me and Warren. And I've got garlic chicken Kievs for my mother and the kids. And they can have salad, and I'll just pick up some chips at the shop. So me and Warren are going to have that with the chicken fillet and I think salad. Salad will be all right, won't it? Because I don't want to make that Bombay like potato and then do rice as well. But I have got some prawn crackers, could maybe put in. I'll see. But yeah, I've just sat down and I'm going to have... There's one banana left. Jackson, my middle child, he's fruit mad, which is a good thing, but if there's any fruit he takes it and it's like you've got to fight for the last banana. I'm having this for my breakfast. It's 10:30 now, so I'm just gonna have this. Lunch, I might do I'm saying I might do a toasted sandwich, but I've got to be careful because my calories, I need calories for my dinner. for my chicken fillet, and there'll be a little bit of the Bombay potatoes are going to be relatively zero. There's only really going to be the oil, and I am going to cut down on the oil like that they suggest you use. I am going to suggest less. I've managed to get in contact with the doctor. It took absolutely ages to ring, and I've got an appointment for Dexter at the end of July. I did say to him it wasn't urgent. Yeah, so I'm going to eat my banana. I'm going to have a browse on Cookadoo and look for some sort of pudding to make. And I'll let you know. I did suggest to my mother, did she want an apple crumble? And her eyes lit up and she was like, oh, yes, licking her lips. So I may make her an apple crumble. I might do one just big enough for her to have like 2 portions out of it or something. Or I can make her some individual ones. But we shall see. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Nothing goes right, guys. Oh, just lent on the dishwasher. Just been crying. Me crying. But they were happy They were happy tears. And I'll let you know what made me cry later if I'm allowed. I just thought I'd show you my Thermo mix because I've put it on a trolley which I keep in the corner of the kitchen. I've just pulled it out so you can see because my worktops are covered in my ninjas and I haven't got a lot of room, and because I'm only 4'11", I find it difficult to look inside things when they're on the worktop. So I've ordered this special plug that I can plug it into on an extension, high-powered thing. But I've got it on this trolley. Stick it on this trolley. The trolley is like an old frumpy one that you use. I had it from the recycling centre when my leg was really bad and I couldn't walk. And it's meant for putting your cup of tea on if you're an old lady or you've got problems walking, to take it from room to room. And I thought that would be ideal for my my Thermomix. So I've got all the attachments and the extra jug and that down the bottom, and then I've got my Thermomix on top. That's the cover that I bought just to keep it covered, and there it is. And ideal height for me if I use it on there. Bloody lovely. And then I thought that'll just keep the dust off it and stuff. So yeah, that's my Thermomix, and it just stays in the corner of the kitchen when I'm not using it. The peeler, that's the peeler. It came the other day. I haven't used it yet, but I can peel potatoes in there instead of standing at the sink peeling them. And apparently it only takes off a tiny little bit of skin, so you don't lose half your potato. I sent Mackenzie down to my mother's because my mother's friend Rose has come to see her. And I've sent them down some ham sandwiches because when she comes I always send them food down. I send my mother food anyway, and when she comes I send a sandwich down. So I've just sent sandwiches down and she's bought these for me. Love her, to say thank you because I send food down all the time. I tell you what, it's a day for giving me nice things. Shortbread biscuits. Kids have already said, can we have one? Because Jackson's off today. He's got inset day. Don't know if I said that or not. And Mackenzie's here anyway. 488 calories for 100 grams. So it's 488 calories in the whole box. So I might be able to squeeze one in after my jacket potato. But yeah, how nice is that? Open them because the kids want one. And there's this little parcel inside. So 488 calories for that. They're actually shortbread fingers because I can feel them in there. But yeah, I'm going to have one of those with my lunch. Guys, this is my lunch. It's just 165 calories because my baked beans are 0. My jacket potato is 0. I've put no butter in it. And then 165 calories for 40 grams of Lidl's mild grated cheese. So yeah, that is lunch. I have just weighed out 2 shortbread fingers. and they are, I think it was 108 calories. I'll stick it on screen. I did weigh 3, but it was 160, and I thought I'm not using that many because I'm going to make some cheesecake brownies in a minute, and I'd rather have one of them, so I saved the extra calories. So 21 grams. They are really, really thin and small, and that one's broken. They're not like the big thick ones you can get in the supermarket, but I'm sure they will taste divine. So yeah, that's everything I'm having, and I'm not going to eat anything now until my dinner tonight. And if I am hungry, it will just be a fruit. And I got my back door open. Do you hear that crack? Tell you what, if you haven't got one of them fly zappers, they're worth every penny. I'm going to whip up these cheesecake brownies for the kids for pudding. I say for the kids and for me. Lighting's not very good in here because my light's gone. It's fizzing at the light socket. So I'm going to have to get Warren to have a look at that. So, we're working on just daylight, but we should be okay. So, you need eggs. I'll put the recipe in the description below. However, I am making it in a Thermomix. If you haven't got a Thermomix, I guess you could do it the traditional way, but the way I'm showing you is in my Thermomix. So, I've got a brownie tin. This is a bit of an old, battered, scratched, dented one, but it'll do the job. We have got 5 eggs. 4 are going in the base. 1 is going in the cheesecake topping. There's some vanilla extract, plain flour, caster sugar, soft cheese. I've just got Tesco's own. And then dark chocolate. The darker, the better. You want it at least 70% cocoa. So yeah, let's get Thelma out. I don't want to use my extension leads until the proper one comes. I can't fit through that gap. My ass is too big. And I want to get it plugged in over there. So I've just called Jackson, my little one, because he can slide in there. And then I can plug it in and use it properly, because this is too of an expensive bit of kit for me to blow up with plug it into extension. Gonna plug me in, hopefully. He's thin enough to get through.
It won't go in.
Well, got it in?
It in.
We turned it on as well.
Yeah, it's on.
Thank you very much. Right guys, we're plugged in. Let's turn her on. What was I going to say? Yeah, I've got my cooker hood light on, but we should be able to see all right. It's so annoying though with the light fizzling. Gotta wait for her to warm up a bit, and then she'll connect to the internet. See, I don't know if you can see that it says it's offline, but it will come to preparing online connection. She's got to connect to the internet before we can. Now it's connecting to Cookadoo. You don't have to have Cookadoo when you have the Thermomix, but I don't see the point in having a Thermomix without it, if you know what I mean, because that's where all the recipes are stored. So I want to go my week. Oh, that's my dinner. Well, it's part of the dinner later. And then we've got cheesecake brownies. I'm doing it with my left hand, so. Right, cheesecake brownies. Start cooking. Preheat oven to 160. So I'm going to use my Ninja, which is directly here. Hang on, that on at 160. Next. Grease a square tin 2 to 3 centimeters overhanging. Now it's obviously got 2 to 3 centimeters overhanging to allow you to pull it out the tin. So I will have to get some foil and wedge down the overhang. Sounds like I'm talking about getting dressed. So I'm often wedging down my overhang. Anyway, because otherwise if you put it in the air fryer, just the overhang on the greaseproof paper will just fly around everywhere. Right, so I'm going to do that now. What's the next bit then? 200 grams of chocolate. Right, let's get this tin sorted out. Right, greaseproof. I have seen where you screw this up, it's supposed to be easier to get it in, so we'll give that a go. See if it works. Knowing my luck, it won't work. Oh yeah, it does work. But, like I said, the overhang, I don't want the overhang blowing in the air fryer, so I'm going to get some foil and trap it down, and that also saves me on adding any grease and stuff to it. Foil. So literally, what I'm going to do put foil along the very edge. You see how it's just trapping down? It's going to stop it taking off in the air fryer basically. Or you can very carefully, although you're going to have to balance them, put like knives across, and that keeps it down as well. I find using foil easier. And then all you've got to do when you want to take it out is move the foil. Right. Last bit. I need to pop to the shop, but I need to get these done first or they won't be set in time for our tea. Right. One tin ready. Perfect. Now we need 200 grams of dark chocolate. So I am going to take the lid off, remove the steam basket because I don't need that. And then you've got an empty bowl, but because I've done that, my scales are now showing minus that. So all you do is press tear and you are back to 0. Right, now I need to add my chocolate, but it doesn't really matter about the scales being correct on this one because I'm using 2 of these and they're 100 grams each. So I need to put in 200 grams, which is going to be both bars. Give them a bit of a break. break up a little bit. Right, that's the chocolate gone in. So it's saying insert the cup into the mixing bowl lid, which it's already in. It's this item here, which goes into the lid. So stick that on. And then basically it's going to chop the chocolate up for 5 seconds. So if I turn that on, you will see the that was loud. As you can see, that chocolate is practically dust. Right, we need butter. I forgot to get the butter out, but it doesn't need to be soft, so let me get the butter out the fridge. Right, unsalted butter. So you just take the lid off, make sure the scales are 0. You don't want to put in a massive big hard block. I'm going to put little bits in. So just got to weigh out 150 grams. Bloody flies come in the kitchen now. Do you know what? It looks like it's going to rain, but it's quite warm. So I've got the back door open and it's like the flies think it's an invitation just to come in. More butter. Nearly there. $133, 39, 44, 46. Come on, 47. Now it's too much. 149, 1 gram under. That's fine. Right, I'm going to press next. Now it's telling me to insert the mixing bowl with the lid. lid on. Next. So it's going to cook for 4 minutes at 70 degrees. So it's obviously going to warm through. So the lid is just closed. And you can hear it. So I'm going to leave that now for 4 minutes and I'll come back. Nearly finished. And then it says it's done. So, next. So that is now done and we need to add 250 grams of caster sugar. But if I open the lid, you can see how that has all melted, the chocolate and the butter together. Right, now I've taken the lid off, I need to set that back to 0. And we'll get some caster sugar. The smell on this chocolate, melted chocolate, is divine. Scales are quite sensitive on this, so you've got to make sure it's on 0. Right, 250 grams. Yes, I know that is a lot of sugar. That's probably why they're so delicious. Right. That's that. So next, 100 grams of plain flour. Where's my flour? So 100 grams. So I would put too much in, wouldn't I? Let me get a spoon, I can hike some out of the top. Because it hasn't gone all the way in. Nearly there. 5. 100 grams. Next, 4 eggs. Where's the eggs gone? So we need 4 eggs in there. And did you know if you bang eggs together, only ever 1 egg will break? There you are, tip for the day. Oh, dropped an eggshell. Right, eggs. I put 5 eggs in there. I used my extra egg, it'll be fine, don't worry. And eggs are 0, don't forget. Right, pinch of salt. Salt. Oh, I didn't use 5 eggs, did I? Where's my other egg? No, I did, I'm going mad. 1, 2, 3, yeah, I did use 5 eggs. But it doesn't matter, we've got an extra egg. Right, salt. Lid on. Right, that's going to be on for a minute now. Turn speed selector to 4. And that is going to do its thing. So that has just finished. And it now says to scrape down the sides with the spatula. And then it's going to go back on again. So you can probably see there's a little bit of flour on the sides. So you literally just need to scrape it down. And then go back on. I'll just get a knife. As I don't want to use my fingers. Right, that is going back on. I'm just going to go for 10 seconds just to mix that last bit in. Next, pour the brownie mixture into the prepared tin set aside. And then it says to clean and dry the mixing bowl. So you can do the next bit, but I have a spare bowl, so I can save the washing up bit till later. So now all we do is pour this delicious batter into here. And that extra egg, I don't think has made any difference. The smell on this is absolutely divine. You could just bake that if you wanted, couldn't you? Get all the yummy mixture out. Scrape it all down. That's about it. The last little bit out. Right. I don't think it needs to be too perfect because it is going to be mixed together in a bit. So let me secure that back down. Right, I'm going to now make the cheesecake topping part. I have now got a nice clean bowl. Take the lid off. So we want 280 grams of soft cheese. So I've just got Tesco's soft cheese. So we want 280 grams. I'll just pour off a little bit of water that's on there. What was in there again? 200 grams. Right. Put them to there. 80 grams. Then we want 110 grams of caster sugar. One egg, which I got rid of earlier, but we've got a new one. Then it's half a teaspoon of natural vanilla extract. I'm just going to guess that one. So half a teaspoon. That'll do. Insert lid. Ten seconds. So we will check in 10 seconds what's happening. Wait for the lid to open. Oh, that looks nice and creamy. I bet it says scrape down the sides. There we are, scrape down. Where's my spatula gone? So, need to scrape down, just because some of the cream cheese has stuck to the sides. Next, if you try and use this machine without putting the lid back on, it won't work. It will tell you your lid's not on. Right, so it's doing it for another 10 seconds. Next, pour cheesecake mixture on top of brownie mix. Swirl mixture together slightly with spatula. And then bake it on 160 for 35 to 40 minutes. It says it should have a slight wobble, but be firmer on the edges. Right, so let's do that. Right, it's very watery, so pour that on top. It's literally going to be at the top of the pan. It says to swirl it around with a spatula, but I think a knife will be better, you know. Right, we have a knife. I don't know whether the swirling is so that some of the cheesecake bit goes into the base, or whether it's just for the look of it when it comes out. That'll do, I think. So this is going to go in 40 minutes, and then we'll see what we end up with. And I'll show you how clever this machine is, because it even does the washing up. And that's the little oven just beeped because the preheating is finished. Right.
Motion detected at the
That is in the oven cooking. I've just put some water in there. and tiny squirt of fairy liquid. Lid on. So this recipe is basically finished now. Just says leave to cool completely. Once cool, remove the tin. Using a sharp knife, cut into 9 pieces. And that's the thing finished. So if we go to pre-clean, and I'm just going to put it on universal. The lid is shut. And 8 minutes, it cleans itself, ready for the next thing you want to do. So I'm going to wash up the bowls. I'm going to sit down for 5, and then this will be ready for making the Bombay potatoes later. I'm going to leave it plugged in over here. So I've just had a sit down. Dexter's just come home, love him. Don't know where he got the string from. Maybe he stopped at Grandma's because he had an ice lolly when he come back. And he's made me up a little thing of flowers. Oh. I said, you picked that lavender out of my pot in the garden, but he was like, no. Bought me some flowers, even though one's a weed. We'll give that to the tortoise. 98 calories. Gonna have these. These were purchased in Tesco the other day, and I offered some to my mother, and she wouldn't eat them because she said they looked disgusting. But they're actually very nice. I'll show you like something you've swept up. They don't look, they look a bit like crustaceans. However, they are actually really nice. You can get salt and vinegar or just salt. Tesco item. And they are less calories than some crisps. But yeah, they're nice. Yes. So I've just taken this out of the oven, and I'm going to leave it to cool down and set. So yeah, it smells nice. We shall see what it's like. Right, I'm out now because Dexter's going on a trip tomorrow. Dexter, I'll tell you what, it's just been utter chaos in my house. My eldest and Dexter have just been fighting, and he grabbed the broom and snapped my broom handle. So now I've got no broom. I tell you what.
Mark on me.
And he whacked Dexter. Oh, honestly, kids fighting. They've all been trying to eat the brownie, but it's still warm. Nobody wants the tea that I was going to do. So the Bombay potato that I was going to do, I'm not doing that now. Mum wants a meal deal from the local shop, so I'm going down to get her that. Do you still want chicken, Kiev? Get some chips to go with it for you. I think they sell microchips down here. You know, the ones that take like 2 minutes. Do you want them? Yeah. You're not listening to me? No. Dexter's going to Super Bowl tomorrow.
Well,
and he's got to get drinks. That's why we're going.
It's like a trip.
Huh?
It's like basically it's
Trip on a rocket ship.
So it's adventure golf, which is basically mini golf, I think.
Right.
Bowling.
Yeah.
And in between them two activities, they're going to split us up into 2 groups. And one group's going to be doing the mini golf. One group's going to be doing the bowling.
What? And then you swap.
When did you let him?
Oh, he just pulled out, didn't he? What? And then you swapped, yeah?
And then in between the swap, yeah, we do swap. But in between the swap, we do have food and yeah.
So you sure I haven't got to send you in with a packed lunch?
No. school's all sorted, everything, and it's been booked, and all food's been
That was all in with
delivered.
the money, was it?
Yeah.
That's good then.
There's 3 teachers coming. It's Mr. Lewis, Miss Wright,
Mm.
and Mr. Logan. Mr. Lewis is coming because he likes to go on the year 6 trips because
It's the last trip, is it?
no, it's not. Well, yeah, it is.
Some of them are going to the Barry Beach. I'm glad you're not going on the beach. Come back in a right mess.
I hate going to the beach, getting dressed,
Get dressed.
and sandy sandwiches.
Sandy sandwiches. Nothing worse than sandy sandwiches, is there?
So crunchy.
And sandy butts.
Oh, feet are the worst.
Sandy feet, yeah.
Oh my god, I was about to blink and die.
I just had a thought. We've come to the local Nissan. I didn't put my shoes. I got my slippers on.
Oh well, I could go. What do you need?
I'm not giving you free rein on my bank card.
Oh, come on, please.
No way. You'll come out with the biggest load of.
I would literally want a slushie and that's it.
You want what?
Apparently they do slushies there, so that's why I want £10.
Apparently, they do slushies there. You know they do slushies in there, Dexter.
No, not in the Nisa, in the Super Ultra.
Oh, I see. Right. I couldn't have parked further away from the door if I tried.
Why don't you just back your car up in that area?
Back up.
You could always reverse your car.
I'm on an angle. Right. We'll go and get you your stuff. Drop Grandma's tea off. And I don't know what we're having now. Got them Kievs to cook and the chicken things. Right.